Hey, good afternoon. I am here at Cena in the Channel District. It is located in the Grand Central complex with Chef Michael Buttacavoli.
That's right.
I did it right. Good.
Said it right.
Michael has owned this place for 10 years and been involved in getting it going. So, Michael, tell me a little bit about Cena.
Yeah, sure. We've just turned 10 back in March. We've been in this community for 10 years now, and when we were back in 2013, we decided we wanted to have a concept. We decided it would be an Italian concept, so we went ahead and made Cena. Kind of a modern Italian kind of vibe, rustic, kind of old country. It's just kind of the dishes really kind of just come straight from Italy, and the recipes. Also with, putting our Tampa touch on it. So, and my little background that I have being Italian.
That's great. Tell us, you just mentioned your background. Let's talk a little bit of what is your background?
So
you've been a little bit everywhere in Tampa.
Yeah. I've been working in this town for 27 years. I started in Newport Richey. I wanted to be a chiropractor, went to try to go to junior college. School wasn't for me. So I just said, all right, let me go do what everybody else does. And I went and got a dishwashing job at Chili's. Oh, wow. We're all starting, Chili's. This is all the blame for this. I had a great time there. It was really fun, did really well, exceeded there. Got the opportunity to go on the line at the Chili's and kind of took off from there. And then there was another cook there that was going to a culinary school that had just started in Lakeland. Back in 95, 96. So he said, hey, why don't you move out there? I said, okay. So I wasn't doing anything and I was not going anywhere. So I figured, why not go down this avenue since I wasn't going to be a chiropractor. Then I did a quick year of school out in Lakeland, and I got my first job at a place called Boca that was in Ybor City around 97, 98. It was a long time ago, and I got hooked up with a chef back then. She wasn't necessarily new, but she was starting to get some good fame and some notoriety for being a chef in town. Jeannie Parola. I worked 3 years with her there, and then I followed her to a restaurant called Sideburns, where I spent 8 years there.
Back in the day, that was one of the most high-end restaurants around.
Yeah, it was a place to be. There was all kinds of crazy stuff there. Went through a remodel. There used to be this big, tall bar, and the girls behind the bar would kind of climb to get the bottles. It was kind of a show thing, and it was kind of odd and unique at the time, I guess. Small little kitchen there, and then we expanded. Then we built this big kitchen in this warehouse that we had that was right on property. And then the little kitchen gets turned into a nice bar. We do some dim sum. We do all this creative food that was not really being offered at the time, and it was all under one roof. So we did a lot of different genres of food, all under one roof. And that's why I think I really learned a lot, because I learned a little bit about each country, each area, enough to where I can say I know a little bit about something of each that, right? So 8 years goes by. Spent 8 years there. And so this is my chef, Jeannie Parola. She's my chef, she's my mentor. She leaves again, so I'm like, all right, well, this is my turn to experience something else. So I get involved with the Seminole Hard Rock in Tampa. So I go there, they asked me to be their catering chef. And I was like, okay. So what the heck, like catering, that should be easy. I just went from 8 years of grinding, in and out with food. This should be very easy. Well, it was very easy. And it was fun because I still got to put some unique touches on dishes for the buffets and stuff, along with working with, a bunch of new people. That was always nice, and learned, made friends with new chefs. And then they put me in the Fresh Harvest, which was their 7 kitchens in one restaurant. It was more like a buffet type thing. That was fun too, because there was all types of kitchens. There was a grill, there was Italian side, there was a raw bar. There was all kinds of things that you could have your hands in. So it was fun to play with that for a little while. Then I was in the VIP lounge for a little bit, and then I was put into Council Oak for my last year there, which at that time, Council Oak was their flagship steakhouse, and it was really nice to be part of an operation that big as well. And so good.
That's amazing. Amazing background, lots of different touches. What about here? Tell me
So
about
then
what
after Council
what kind of food? What makes this? You're Italian, obviously.
Yeah, I have Italian descent. We're from Sicily. Palermo is where my family's from. My great grandmother and grandfather. I've been many times. It's beautiful. If you haven't got the chance to go, you need to go see Sicily. It's some of the best Sicilian food, seafood I've ever had. And I even have a shellfish out there, so it was really hard for me to eat all of it. So, yeah, so that's what happened. So we get here, I get offered this job here. We're going to start Cena, and we kick it off. And it was back in 2013. So back in 2013, Channel Side was still a empty warehouse, plots of land all over the place. Really, there was no construction going on at the time, and it was very desolate. So we were definitely one of those new restaurants. We were the fancy restaurant in town, the expensive place to be in the neighborhood in Channel Side. And with that having been said, we got to watch this area grow. So you can see all the stuff that's around Cena now. We have the Publix, the hotels, the apartment complexes that are going up every year around us.
That's exciting. So you got something happening next door. Tell us what you got brand new.
During COVID, we decided we were going to try and do some pizza, and then we kind of kicked off this little bit of a pizza concept. We've been slowly offering it at Cena. It's kind of flown under the radar because we haven't really promoted it because we're not set up to do 100 pizzas a night. That's not the kind of pizza place that Cena was going to be at that time. So we decided this could be profitable for us. I'd love to give the people, the Cena touched pizza, as we call it, and I think that's also going to go with a little bit of street food as well. I was on that show, Beat Bobby Flay. So there's a meatball sub that everybody has been glamming for. When we get this pizza shop open, that's where we're going to have the Parmesan meatball sub that whipped Bobby Flay.
Cool. So I am here today with Michael Buttacavoli. Is that right?
Almost.
Butter.
Yeah, they call me Chef Butter.
Chef Butter.
Cavoli.
So pretty close. But he's going to show us a little bit about pizza. And this is Steve Armstrong with Smith & Associates Real Estate. Let's go make some pizza. What do you think?
Let's do it. All right, so today I'm going to make you one of my favorite pizzas here. It's called our sesame pepperoni. So we make a pepperoni sauce to go with this first. So tomato pepperoni based sauce. Go down. And we use these cup and char pepperonis. We like to use a lot of these. Olive oil, oregano, and of course the sesame seeds. Go into our special little pizza oven. And we wait for a minute and 30 seconds. And here we are, sesame pepperoni. Get ready, Channel Side.